Hello, welcome to Bryant Fitness Systems. Thank you for clicking on the video. And this video is all about my experience at Fitness First, the gym, which used to be one of the biggest gyms and was one of the best in London. I joined about 3 months ago, and then I decided the other day to cancel my membership. I was paying £85 a month in which to get access at any time and the ability to be able to cancel my membership at any time, which was great. But in the 3 months I've been a member, gym staff have only said hello twice. Personal trainers in there, because obviously I'm a big guy and they obviously might think I'm a trainer anyway, which I am. One would nod his head, another one tried to be, just said hi. And then anybody else there didn't even say hi. And when I was a member of Nuffield Health, I was a member of Nuffield Health for over 7 years, which is closer to where I live. And in that time, I got to know the members. We'll all have a chat, all say, you know, how the weekend's been and what we've been up to and stuff like that. This never, ever happened at Fitness First. Now, the gym in Lavender Hill, Battersea, apparently may be closing down. This is all hush-hush. But I think it should close down because of the way they treat their members, especially if you're spending £85 a month. The equipment was very old. If you go in there at peak times, the changing rooms were in a mess, locker doors open everywhere, towels everywhere, and just not, you know, a good environment. And then sometimes you go in, now you use your iPhone or your phone in which to log in to get into the gym. Whereas before you had these security gates you had to go through. It's like as if you're going into prison, coming out of prison in the old days, but they got rid of all that. So it's much more user friendly. But with no staff interaction, no really, you know, PT chatting to you whatsoever. Whereas back in my day, like 18, 19 years ago, my manager, Dave, who I chatted to yesterday, you know, said you must chat to the members, you must interact, you must, you know, if you want to build your business, you've got to, you know, get on with people, you've got to talk to people. So I made that my religion, you know, I'd do that every day that I was at work. And I lasted there for 2 years and then I left and realised I could have a better life by working in a freelance gym and just have a really good website, which I've still got now, which advertises me, plus YouTube and all that other stuff. But totally disappointed with Fitness First. So I've cancelled my membership. And when I cancelled my membership, they went, because you're cancelling your membership, you have to pay a £30 fee for cancelling. It's all computerised. So why get ripped off for £30 when you're paying 85 anyway? You know what I mean? And I paid the 85 because I knew if I'd done it any other way, I would be locked in forever in their contract. And I deem that to be really unfair, you know, especially when life changes, economy changes, blah, blah, blah. So after, you know, chatting to the member of staff, who was really good. He was really, really good. He didn't know really how to use the system. So he had to ask the manager, and the manager come over, and he was quite rude. Considering I was cancelling my membership, I would have thought he would have been a bit more friendlier and trying to get me to stay. But he didn't try any of that. He just went, you've got to pay £30. It's in your contract. If you didn't read the small print, that's not our fault, you know, which it isn't. Who reads the small print anyway on any contract that you sign? So that annoyed me a bit, that he was a bit rude and he should have been a bit more, you know, so what's the reason why, you know, you're cancelling, what's up? Whereas the other guy asked that and I just went, well, the gym's dirty, the music's really loud, so I can't hear my own music with my Bose headphones, not Bose headphones, Sennheiser headphones, which are German, which are the best that you could buy. And so that was a problem. And then a lot of the equipment was really old, really old. They had one lat pull down. They had 2 squat racks, but they had a free rack and a Smith machine rack, which really isn't enough from where people are more educated about strength and conditioning now. They had 2 deadlifting platforms, 1 trap bar, and a cable pulley machine downstairs and 1 upstairs. Both of them with the knobs not working, and just not really good conditional equipment. Now I've heard it might be closing down because it's coming up for renewal in December. It'll be sad to see it go, because I've always walked past there, see it every day and stuff, so that'll be quite sad. But the way that they treat their members is shocking. And every time I went in there, it was always empty, which is great because I could get on stuff. And a couple of times I trained in the busy time, and it was a bit harder to get on the kit, because when it's busy, it's really, really busy. And so I made sure I never trained on the busy times, made sure I went in there at quiet times. So it's a bit sad. Another gym I've got to leave on my own accord, obviously. It's just that I don't see why any member should pay that amount of money and there's not even staff on the desk. There's not even anybody, I don't need motivating, but there's not anybody motivating the members like before. Back in the day, there used to be a motivator that used to walk around chatting to members, making sure they're all right. All that has gone. And I see these 2 older ladies in their late 60s, 70s, sitting there for ages and nobody chatted to them. None of the members of staff, from what I saw at the time I was there, was interacting with them at all. And I just thought, if I was there, I would have been straight over there. How are you, ladies? Can I help you? Do you want to start training? You interested in PT? Blah, blah, blah. Do the marketing thing and chat to them. And I always give free tips away to clients, because if you don't give somebody anything, why are they going to give you anything? Or why would they want to book you? Or why would they remember you? Does that make sense? So really sad that Fitness First shower doors were broken, the soap dispensers wasn't filled up, or another time I went in the shower to use it and the soap dispenser was broken, so I started taking in my own soap. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, the lockers were the same lockers from 20 years ago, and you got to either buy a padlock or buy your own, so I bought my own with my key. But I just thought, how could they have not changed that in 20 years? Then upstairs in the gym, there was a hole in the floor, which they put yellow tape around it. And then downstairs, there's a hole in the ceiling. And I'm like, when you start seeing these type of things going, in a gym that's starting to fall apart and they're not replacing it or renewing it, that's what gives me the idea of that it's going to close down soon. Because they can't, from a health and safety point of view, even though they're putting a safety sticker around the hole in the floor, it's a really big hole, it's still not good enough, is it? If you've got lots of traffic of people going in and out of the gym, especially in the heavyweight gym upstairs. So quite a sad day. I have enjoyed working out there to a certain degree, but when the music was loud, it pissed me off. And then it wouldn't be 80s or 90s music. It'll be drum and bass, all that stuff which I don't really like. I'm into trance more, but I didn't really like that being played. But everyone's got a personal choice, And when it was hot, the aircon was off. And when it's cold, the aircon is on. It doesn't make any sense. Whereas, if you're having a workout, you should only be in the gym like 45 minutes to an hour. If you're in the gym any longer than that, you're in there making friends. You're not actually training. And obviously, when I go in the gym, I'm pretty serious. So I'll go in, I've written my program ready. I'll have my special drink, power drink, to get bigger arms. And I'll be having that. And obviously, I'll warm up, I'll stretch, and then I'll do my workout. And I do it in under 60 minutes normally. And sometimes I might be in there 20 minutes, blast it out, and get home and do other stuff, you know. So really disappointing. Fitness First gone down the toilet, and I wouldn't recommend anyone to join there. In some respects, Pure Gym is better because it has twice the amount of equipment, twice the amount of room, and it's twice as cheap. But I had a bad experience there where I got locked in because I couldn't remember my password to get out, and you need to put it in a digital thing to get out of the building. Then to get in the building, you got to use a digital thing, not your phone, to get in and out. And I could see that as being a huge fire risk because you've got these pods that you got to go through, and only one person at a time could get through. So if there was a fire in the building, you would be locked in the building and couldn't get out. And the fire door was locked, which is against the law anyway when I spoke to a local fireman, you know. So I can't train there neither. So what I'm deciding to do is buy some more heavier weights indoors and just train at home and save the £1,020 that I was paying at Fitness First. But saying that, there's a big prestige gym opening up locally in November, December. So once that's opened up, I'll check it out, and if it's any good, I may join there. Because I do like going to the gym, and I know what I'm doing, so it isn't a problem. I don't need coaching from another trainer and all that nonsense. But I just feel the atmosphere, maybe it's because it's Fitness First, the atmosphere has changed since COVID. As in, people don't communicate or even talk to each other. You know, one time I was using the cable machine and this guy tapped me on the shoulder and he went, "That's my cable machine." I said, "No, it ain't." I said, we're all members. We have to share it." And his boyfriend come over and his boyfriend went, "Well, this is ours." I said, "No, it's not yours. We share it. And I ain't going anywhere because I'm going to do a set. And you're going to have to wait till I've done my set, and your boyfriend will do a set, and you'll do a set, then I'll do a set." Then unfortunately his boyfriend got the hump and they started like having an argument, like really having an argument, and one of them walked off. But they was arguing in Italian or French, so I didn't have the foggiest what they were talking about. But I stood my guns and I just went, "Look, we share stuff." And I've had that before. When I was at Nuffield Health, I was using doing some bicep curling with 65 kilo curl on an EZ bar. And this guy come over and went, "You're using my bar." I went, "I'm not using your bar. You've been on a leg press." "Yeah, but I'm supersetting." "Yeah, and?" And then he went, "You're going to strip the weight?" "No, you can strip the weight if you want to use it. Then I'll put my weight back on again." So this guy got the right hump. And then, you know, I just said to him, "Look, I'm not being an arse, mate," once he calmed down. And I just said, "Look, I've been a member here for a long time. You're new here. And if you want to ever work in with me, you can. I've got no problem with that." And I say that to anybody that using a cable, using a bit of a kit that I want to use. I say, let's work out together, you know. You're getting a free PT session. And when I told the guy that I was a PT, he went, "Oh, sorry, mate, I understand." And he calmed right down. And he seemed like to be a genuine guy. But I know guys have bad days. So he's probably having a bad day, and big bald-headed Scott pissed him off, you know, which sometimes happens. So Fitness First is done for me. I've got another month to go. So I'm going to carry on training now. I'm going to train there this afternoon, get a good pump up going, and get back. And I'm doing a no grain diet starting from today because I was out with my mate Dave yesterday, and he went, "Let's go in Nando's." So we went in Nando's, had some chicken, and he went, "Have some I said, "I'm not having chips. I'm not having chips." So what he did, he bought me a side order of chips. And obviously I can't resist, you know, because I'm just got an addictive personality. So I ate the chips, and then I got home and I fasted. And I didn't eat again till 9 o'clock. I just had some boiled eggs, which is all protein and with really good stuff in it. So I'm going to start eating the diet today really strictly as much as I can without any trauma coming, because normally if I have a bit of trauma in my life, something goes wrong or something, I have a bit of chocolate, but always the best chocolate, organic and you know, nothing with any crap in it. Not like Green and Black's full of crap now. It's not good chocolate anymore. So I have to go to the local Whole Foods and buy their amazing chocolate. So I'm starting to upload videos, just exercise videos, short videos. So please look at them. And I'll try and do one a day, nearly every day. Sometimes things happen, so you can't do it every day. So let me know what you think of the short videos. Please subscribe, please share, please like. And please comment down below, what experience have you had at Fitness First or at other gyms? What gym would you recommend me to join that has a good atmosphere, nice people, as well as, you know, it's hygienically really clean and got great equipment? And I'll let you know when this other place comes up, if it does open up, because I've noticed that some gyms have started to close down now because of the cost of living and people realising they can do it online with the trainer, or they're realising they can buy a bit of kit, a kettlebell or a Swiss ball, and do it all at home. Why do you need to go to a gym full of smelly other people and then you have to queue up if it's peak time to get on the bit of a kit, and if your trainer or coach has written you a program that you can't even stick to? And this is the thing that I found, that when I worked at Fitness First, because it was so busy, which was great for making money, but sticking to a client's program, you had to be very skilled in which to go, right, everyone's using the squat rack, so we're going to have to do a standing push press with a kettlebell or a dumbbell, in which for, I'm just checking the time, in which for the client to get the same result, because we can't get on that bit of kit because 3 people or 2 people are using it. Does that make sense? So I hope you've enjoyed this video, this insight to my experience at Fitness First. And I hope they see this video and maybe they have a word with their staff and, you know, regulate stuff and make it a bit better for their members. Because I'm sure they wouldn't want to lose 20, £85 a month clients like myself. So have a great week. It's nearly the weekend, and keep eating healthy, living healthy, and keep the guns big. All right, speak soon. Bye.